Salutations and welcome to this pick a card reading. So in today's pick a card reading, we'll be kind of talking about what's going on in November, the tea, if you will, and just what your energy will be like and what'll kind of come at you. Not very much specific things, but if I were to get specific messages regarding, love or career, obviously I'm gonna say it, but it's more of just the energy, what energy you'll be embodying going into November, and we'll use the tarot to see what's going on. So we have pile 1, we have 4 piles here, as you can see. We have pile 1 with the labradorite, pile 2 with the opalite, pile 3 with the rose quartz, pile 4 with the jade stone. I'm not too educated on crystals. I do know little tidbits about them. I have kind of a general idea. Obviously, I knew enough to pick these crystals, but yeah, so let's see what's going on for all of us in November. Or, you guys, but hi pile 1. So that intro was so awkward. Oh my gosh. I swear, I'm just not very good at introductions or like kind of setting down the vibe. I just be good at following the vibe or like just digging straight into the tea, but so if you chose the labradorite, I'm not too educated on this stone, but what I do know is that it's a really good stone for healing, and I read a lot about how like it's good for people who overwork themselves. So I don't know, maybe you just work a lot. The stone setting up. Oh, can you see it? Yeah. It's next to this little whale plush thingy. I had it on the thingy that holds my phone. That's what this thing is. But, it gets in the way. So we picked an animal spirit card, kind of just to lay down your overall energy. So I feel like with the hawk card, as of late and for parts of November, you'll be kind of just looking at things from an objective point of view. I feel like with the hawk card, you're a careful person and you like to scope things out and kind of get all the details. I feel like you like having a lot of context before you go in for a kill, or you make a move or something. So I'm sure this will keep applying as it moves on, as we move on into the reading. But this is an air sign, obviously, so perhaps you have a strong air sign placement in your natal chart. I don't know why. Y'all, Mercury retrograde is over. Like, I don't have anything to blame. So we will actually be using, I did pull some oracles for you, but we will be using the tarot first, because I'm not even gonna cap, using the oracles first in my first video was kind of confusing. So we're gonna use the tarot first. This is the Apparition Tarot. I chose this deck because in my head I was like, oh, apparitions are like ghosts, so like October, Halloween, apparition, LOL. I cannot riffle shuffle this deck because the cards are way too big and way too thick, but And also the gold gilding on the edges is so fragile. Like, I swear, if you scratch at it a little bit, it'll just fall apart. Anyways, what will be going on for pile 1 in November? What will be going on for pile 1 in November? What will be going on for pile 1 in November? We have the moon. We have the 2 of cups. We have the 10 of swords. I will pull 2 more cards. We have the 4 of pentacles. I don't know if you can see, these cards are big AF. And we also have the 5 of cups. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So Pile 1. With the Two of Cups, I'm very much called to believe that a lot of your reading kind of deals with relationships, and maybe even has to do with the relationship with yourself, but relationships. And with all these hearts and stuff, I just see maybe your love life is involved, and with the Hot card, it kind of just all goes back to this, doesn't it? Maybe you're in a very careful positioning right now, or you're very suspicious right now. I feel like that's very much it. With the Moon card, I feel like you are very suspicious right now. And I don't think that this is something that you necessarily did by choice. I feel like this was a survival tactic almost, because with the 10 of Swords and 5 of Cups, that's a lot of, you know, emotional pain and disappointment and dismay. So, and with the 2 of Cups, it makes me want to believe that it deals with a relationship. And how I said that the King of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck maybe deals with, you know, it could be a man or a woman, it doesn't really matter, but I'm called to believe that it may deal with a father figure. King of Pentacles can embody a father figure, but it could also be a lover, you know. We're not closed-minded here. But with the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like as of late and going into November, you're gonna have a scarcity mindset, you know, as if there'll not be enough. And you'll kind of be, you know, this deals with money and, you know, your energy, just really anything. It doesn't even have to be money despite the Pentacles aspect of this card, but just this not enough mindset in November, and I feel like this is the mindset you've been carrying. It could really be anything. I feel as if I'm even getting this message of you've had your eye on somebody and you're very suspicious of them and you're not sure whether or not to go in for the kill. So you're just kind of wallowing and kind of staying away and keeping to yourself. But yeah, I'm going to pull some more tarot cards actually, because I want some more context, you know? I'm going to move these to the side because they're in my way. We also have the Tower. Whoa. Don't even be shook. Tower card will always be popping up. And the 4 of Cups. Ooh, okay, yeah. With the 4 of Cups, I definitely do think that perhaps for some of you, an opportunity has been presented to you. Maybe it deals with money, maybe it deals with a relationship. You could be in a talking stage with somebody and you're just unsure of whether or not to take this forward or move it along. But with the Tower card, it makes me wonder if you had an opportunity and it just kind of went to shambles and you're just shook AF right now and you're very suspicious. With the Moon card, we do have Pisces here, so perhaps you could be dealing with Pisces or an air sign, you know, the air's here. We also have water, we have more air, and we have some earth. The Tower, I never really see other readers pointing this out, but the Tower is ruled by Mars, so maybe you'll be dealing with an Aries, or you are dealing with an Aries, maybe even a Scorpio, but I just get this feeling that you feel very hurt right now, and you're very upset, and you're just kind of in this what should I do situation, because I don't sense a lot of forward movement in this reading. So I feel like a lot of November could maybe not be wasted, but you could spend a large amount of time thinking about this. Maybe not even November. Maybe this is something you've already ruminated about for a really long time now. And with the 4 of Pentacles, just not really letting things come into your life, but you're also not letting things out of your life. So you're very stagnant right now, and you're very careful right now and fearful. Maybe it deals with heartbreak. You don't want to get your heart broken, or you don't want to run out of something, whether it's money, energy, really could be anything, like it could be anything spiritual, it could be anything materialistic. The limits are just not there. There is no limits. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lay your oracles down for you. We have the Scry Mirror, Dependency, and Fire Mother. Okay. The Fire Mother card really does make things make sense here, because this is very much the mindset or lifestyle you've been going about as of late. With the Fire Mother card, the Fire Mother is very fiery and beautiful. As you can see, like, look at all these colors. Like, girl, I feel like you very much are that way. I feel like you're very flamboyant and very fun. Maybe you have strong fire in your chart, and I feel like you're really going at it right now. But I feel called to say that with the Dependency card in the Scry Mirror, whoever or whatever you're dealing with is really showing you parts of yourself that is just kind of causing a lot of codependency or just dependency. It could really deal with, this dependency card could deal with addictions, as I mentioned, codependency. It could really be anything, but definitely something regarding bad habits, like the Devil card. And at the Scry Mirror, it's very uncomfortable. I can't imagine what it feels like to have to head on confront these things. Maybe with the Scry Mirror, it doesn't even deal with yourself. Maybe it could deal with other people. You're seeing parts of other people, but I do feel called to say that it deals with you. I feel like with this Moon card especially, you're kind of finding things out about yourself right now, and you're kind of learning things about yourself. And with this Fire Mother card, the Fire Mother can struggle because she can live this lifestyle where instead of living in the moment and having fun and enjoying, life and kind of just overcoming challenges and savoring the moment, she does this thing where she constantly is preparing or looking for the next disaster. So once you complete one task and you overcome one mishap, you're thinking about the next mishap and how you can prepare for it and how you can get past it. And I feel like that's very much a mindset that embodies how you've been thinking and how you're going to be thinking in November. So I think in November, it is super important that you start living in the moment more and you stop living this lifestyle where you burden yourself with every single issue that may come your way. With the Tower card, you should understand that not everything is lost. And with the Scry Mirror combined with the Four of Cups, it's a matter of asking yourself what you want and not looking for what others may want, or, trying to people please. With the air sign, I do feel called to mention Libra, because Libra does struggle with people pleasing. So take that for what it is. Maybe there's a Libra in your life that struggles with people pleasing. I don't know. But I do think that there is this aspect of people pleasing for you that you could very much struggle with. And it's very important that you work on that. And it's something that you should overcome during November. November is going to be especially because it's Scorpio season, which, by the way, happy Scorpio season. With Scorpio season, this will be a very good time to go inwards and kind of do some inner work and make a few changes. And with this Ten of Swords, you're in a good position to do so because you've already done all the bleeding that you needed to do. It's just a matter of, scabbing up, healing, and then moving along. But instead of healing, you're just kind of hiding all of this pain away, all of this disappointment and sudden change and destruction. You're just hiding it all away, and you're just kind of ruminating about what to worry about next. But, this is kind of heavy, y'all. But with the Moon card, it's just very important that you ask yourself these questions of what do you want to do and what is going on with yourself right now? What is prompting, this pain, or how you should go about growing and what steps you should take to heal. So I pulled another little ice cream card because this is so cute and I love the keywords, whether or not they resonate. But we got coconut. Protection, purification, and boundaries. Ooh, the boundaries. I was just talking about people pleasing. So yeah, definitely struggling with people pleasing. Or perhaps you've understood that you struggle with people pleasing and you recognize that it is a problem and you're trying to work on it, but with the amount of pain you've tolerated, it's kind of hard to do that, isn't it? I think right now it's important to understand that there's a difference between hoarding all of your energy and keeping it within you as opposed to protecting it but letting it flow in and out of you. I feel like this 5 of Cups energy and this 10 of Swords energy has been going on for a really long time with you. 4 of Cups is kind of a slow-paced card. I feel like this card spans over a lot of time, so maybe this even happened way before October. You know, what's that called? The amount of time this took, like, it really doesn't matter. It could have been like yesterday. It could have been 2 months ago. Limits are not there, like I said. But with the coconut card, I think it is very important to address the purification protection aspect of it, because you can let your energy flow through you. You know, you can let things leave your grasp and you can let things enter your grasp, and that can all be protected. Your energy is very precious and you can preserve it however you want to. You don't need to have a death grip on it in order to keep it safe. I feel like loosening this death grip will be the thing that really starts kicking up the speed in order for November to be a productive month. And with this Sky Mirror, I do think that you're getting a lot of, it kind of just goes back to this card at the moment, but you know, I feel like you will gradually start to learn things about yourself in November, and I really do sense that November will be a very healing month for you, I'm trying to choose my words very carefully here. I think that you have a lot of potential to do a lot of healing in November and kind of get the gears going again. You know what I mean? I feel like November will be one of those low-key months in order for you to start prospering way past it. And with this Fire Mother card, you very much can do it. Maybe it won't even take all of November, but I think that for right now, it's very important that you get the gears going and you start healing and you start loosening your grip and you start taking a lot of deep breaths and you start leaving this stage of rumination and pondering and wondering what you could have done different. I think it's very important to address that. Whatever happened in the past is in the past now, and it's time to move on to the future. I pulled some Moonology Oracle cards because 1, we love the moon, and 2, because, you know, extra guidance. So we have, you and your loved ones are safe, and show the world the real you. Oh my gosh. I'm saying, pile 1, I cannot make this up. Like it's right here, you see it. But pile 1, I'm so excited for you. So with the new moon in Cancer, maybe you have Cancer in your chart or you have Aquarius in your chart. Let's get that out of the way. But with this card, it just goes back to what I was saying about how your energy is safe and how you can let it leave your grasp, and you can also let more come into your grasp. And it's very important that for November that you just stop people pleasing, or at least you tone it down and start working on that, because I struggle with people pleasing and I understand that it's not something you can just kick, you know? It's something that you can slowly work on, but do slowly start considering yourself. And in the process, you will kind of reveal yourself, you know? Excuse me. Oh, gosh, that always happens. But with the show the world the real you, I mean, let the card speak for itself, you know, just show the world the real you. Stop wearing a mask or stop fronting to appease others. Or I just got this message of maybe you keep a face because you're representing your family. That could be for some of you, but I did kind of get that message. So yeah, pile one, I really don't think I need to say anything else. It would be rambling at that point. Like, I haven't been rambling, but just know that November is going to be a safe month for you, and you don't have to be afraid of anything. You've already tolerated the worst, so just know it really can't get any worse. So yeah, pile one, I'm excited for you. With this, kind of goes back to this Labradorite. Maybe you have been working a lot, or you've been just exhausted. Just know that moments of healing are coming to you, and you very much are in a position to improve your relationship with yourself. And if you do even the slightest bit of shadow work, it really will snowball into bigger things and bigger, I don't know where I was going with that. It'll snowball into more healing, you know what I mean? It'll just start attracting more healing once you get in that vibration. So yeah, pile one, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and have a prosperous November, rest of October. Happy Halloween, by the way. And yeah, happy Scorpio season, pile one. Bye. Hi, pile two. So if you chose this super pretty opalite, this is going to be your reading. I'm so sorry about that introduction. That was so awkward. I don't ever think I will be able to film a good introduction because I'm too awkward when it comes to starting things. But anyways, back to your reading. So the opalite is, I don't know too much about it. I just know that it's a good mood stabilizer. And I don't know about you, but that sounds kind of healing. So we're going to go with that. But you can definitely read into it if you want to. I certainly will at some point, because I need to educate myself even further. But we do have a single animal spirit oracle for you to kind of lay down your energy and to, you know, just kind of see what energy you're carrying into November, what you have been kind of embodying. So we have for you the lion. I feel like, first of all, fire. So maybe you are a fire sign or have strong fire placements in your chart, but especially Leo, because, you know, lion. But I feel like you've been very proud recently. I feel like you've been getting things done as of late, geez. And just kind of this feeling of mastery and just kind of really working on yourself and just seeing results. I really don't feel as if this is something like crazy. I just think that you've just been doing work and seeing results. Like, that's what I really sense about it. So we do have oracles for you, but I'm going to pull those later, show those to you later, because I'm not even gonna cap with you. Pulling oracles first in my first reading was kind of disorienting. So we're just gonna start with the tarot. I did it for a pile one. It was actually pretty fun. So this is the Apparition Tarot. It's by, I didn't say this to pile one, but it's by Spirit Speak. It's an indie deck, but I chose this deck because I was like, apparition, ghosts, Halloween, because, you know, we are still in October, even though it doesn't feel like it, at least for me. But, you know, I wanted to be a little festive. This is awkward, but I don't riffle shuffle this deck because the cards are way too big and it is way too thick. And this gilding, girl, if you breathe on it, it'll just mark up. Anyways, what's going on in November for pile 2? 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 We have the Two of Wands, Ace of Wands. Ooh, fire, I'm telling you. We have the Knight of Wands. I don't like to read reversals with this deck. Let's not. Five of Pentacles. I'm just pulling the same amount of cards I pulled for pile 1. The King of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Emperor. Okay, so in my experience with, sorry if you can't see, these cards are big AF. Like, anyways, in my experience, the King of Swords, at least for almost every reading I've done, deals with a father figure. I feel like the King of Swords always references a father figure in the readings I do, so maybe this deals with a father figure. And with the Five of Pentacles, it could deal with money, but it could also just be someone that embodies King of Swords energy. Perhaps you embody King of Swords energy. Perhaps you've been, you know, minding your business, kind of staying in your seat, you know, arms crossed and everything, shoulders back, as my mother would say to me. With the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, I think you have a lot of ideas, and I think you have a lot of things you want to go about. With the Two of Wands, and in the Knight of Wands, I see a car and an airplane. So it makes me wonder if it deals with moving, or I know that there's no chariot here or anything that directly involves, you know, house or like home, but I do feel called to point out the car and the airplane with the Knight of Swords, because Knight of Swords is kind of an impulsive energy because once they have an idea, they want to prove those ideas and they want to get a move on with it. So maybe it doesn't even deal with moving in terms of like homes. Maybe it deals with just going somewhere or getting along, getting a move on. And with the Lovers card, this is a decision to make. This could talk about a relationship, but the Lovers card, to me, in my experience, kind of always deals with a decision because it's ruled by Gemini, which, by the way, we have Gemini here. A lot of fire and a lot of air and some earth. So take that for what it is. And with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you are waiting for an opening. And once that opening is, you know, presented to you in November, I do think that in November you are going to be getting a move on. I think that November will be a very fun and fast-paced month for you. But, excuse me, I got a little choked up. This always happens when I do readings. But with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like somebody will be in a scarcity mindset. Okay, so there's so many things that the King of Swords with the Five of Pentacles can go about, but the two biggest one I feel called to mention is perhaps a father figure or somebody that embodies strong King of Swords energy will be kind of getting in your way with this scarcity mindset, of this not enough mindset, being all like no, or just being too controlling, and yeah, just trying to prohibit you from doing things that you want to do, and kind of trying to snuffle out this fiery, fun air energy that you have going on here. And okay, so the other one I feel called to mention is that perhaps someone's feeling like they're being left out. Got a low battery notification from my phone, so sorry. But with the Five of Pentacles, perhaps it's somebody who's just wallowing, and someone who's just victimizing themselves, someone that's just kind of acting like they're left out in the cold. And with the King of Swords and plus the Lion card, I really don't feel like you're tolerating this. Whatever peril this may be referring to, I really don't feel like you're in the mood to tolerate it. I don't think you have been tolerating it. I feel like you're just thinking about what you want to do, and you're like, okay, stay mad, let me just do this. Like, you're with me or you're against me. It's that easy. And with the Two of Wands, just wanting to explore and try new things and kind of get out there. Also, by the way, it is like later in the day, so if you hear noises, I am so sorry. Anyways, let's pull some oracles to get some more context. This is the Iris Oracle. They are very much by the same person, spirit speak. We have make believe, restlessness, and slimy. Ooh, okay, this kind of changes things. I think that, okay, to be clear, the tarot speaks about what's going to be going on in November, and I kind of pulled the oracles based on what your current energy is, so I hope that isn't confusing. But with restlessness and slimy, I feel like you've just been in this awkward stage in your life where you just feel gross, and the slimy card's big problem deals with complacency. So because you see a beautiful woman here, but she's just hiding and she's wallowing in all this goop. So it makes me wonder if you're in this state of not at your fullest potential, or not being in a state of mind, or just not being around things that you truly deserve, and it's causing a lot of restlessness. And instead of going about it and starting this spark to get away from it, you're just kind of thinking right now. I don't think that you are complacent, but I do think that you're waiting for openings and you're waiting for external factors to start calling you forth. Because with the make-believe card, I feel like you're thinking about what you want and thinking about what you could be doing better and what better things could be coming to you. Make-believe kind of deals with manifestations and kind of just, daydreaming and dreaming about really great things and things that you feel that you deserve. And those things will come into fruition later. And I do think that in November, a lot of good things are coming your way. But there's just certain people that really don't want that for you. I think that certain people kind of get sick of it whenever you start thriving. So keep, wary of that. And with the opalite, very important to keep a good head on your shoulders, and very good to keep your mood balanced and not be explosive, because I think that your energy will be so heightened in November that the littlest thing could really tick it off. So it's very important that you keep it safe instead of letting people control it or letting people, mess with it. If people want to act like they're left in the cold, just let them be left out in the cold. That's just the tea. I pulled a single little ice cream oracle for some keywords because it's so cute. Who doesn't like ice cream? If you don't like ice cream, I'm speechless. I'm shooketh. I'm taken aback. We have lemon. Clean, detoxify, and release. Chili. Cannot make this up. With the slime, this goes in conjunction with the slimy card, and not just because they're both green. We love color coordination. Thank you, Spirit. But I think that it's very important that you keep your energy clean and you kind of keep your mind decluttered. That is the biggest thing I'm sensing here. With all this air here, you very much are a person who thinks, and you're a very calculated and deliberate person. So it's important that you keep your headspace very clean and you release things that, irritate you or, really anger you, get on your nerves, strikes a nerve. You know what I mean? But it's very important that you keep those things away from you and you don't ruminate over them too much, and keep your headspace clean. This is so straightforward. I really don't feel as if this is something, I don't think that these are things that you don't know. I feel like this is more of confirmation for you. With the lion card already knows the tea. The lion card already knows what's going on. They don't cap. So I pulled some Moonology oracles for you because we're just going to get a move on. I'm not one to just keep someone waiting. We have you're very close to achieving your goal. And we also have a new romantic cycle begins. So first of all, we have Libra here, and we have Libra here. So perhaps you could be dealing with a Libra or someone with strong Libra in the chart. Maybe you're a Libra, but with this, you're very close to achieving your goal, girl. I cannot make this up. I told this to pile 1, like I cannot make this up. It's right here. So with a new romantic cycle begins, I feel as if new beautiful things are coming to you in November. Perhaps it deals with a relationship. That's some of you, not all of you. The line with the Two of Wands, that could talk about a relationship. And also we had a Lover's card here, like literally the Lover's card. So maybe for some of you it deals with a relationship. Maybe you want to start something new. Maybe this whole movement thingy deals with relationship in your love life. But obviously that's not for everybody. But whatever it is that is beginning in November, because let's be very clear, with the Ace of Wands, something is going to be going on in November. Good things are coming towards you in November, and you're going to be getting exactly what you want. But like I said, it's a matter of keeping your headspace clear and making sure that you don't let petty things get in the way, or you don't let people or different things and situations get under your skin, because that very much will delay it and kind of make getting what you want kind of bittersweet. And I get the feeling that with the slimy card, that's not something you would want. I just get this feeling that you don't like to be disappointed, and when things feel bittersweet to you, it just kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth, and that's just so uncomfortable. Like, we hate that. So yeah, pile 2, I don't feel like there's anything else I need to say. This is such a fast reading. This is just confirmation and kind of a go ahead, and just to let you know that like external problems really do not matter. Like, do not blow steam on people or give them the light of day. Just let them be mad. Just let them be mad. Anyways, pile 2. Oh, I just froze up. Anyways, pile 2, I love you. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you watched my first video, thank you so much. I'm obsessed with you, but I'm excited for your November. It's gonna be so good. And happy Scorpio season, pile 2. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Oof, rusty voice. Anyways, pile 3, so 2 things. 1, it is later in the day. I didn't tell this to pile 1 or 2, but suddenly it's just so windy, and you know, the world's waking up, so it's kind of getting loud. So if you hear background noise, I'm so sorry. And 2, that introduction was so awkward. I'm so sorry. I think that's as good as it's gonna get, because I'm so awkward when it comes to starting things, so take that for what it is. So let's get a move on. So this is a rose quartz. This also right here is rose quartz, if you can see it. But this stone is the stone of unconditional love for yourself and others. You know, pink, big heart chakra energy. We love that. So let me just leave that right there. I pulled a single animal oracle card for you to kind of decide what your energy is and kind of just lay it down. Maybe this is the energy you'll probably be carrying while you watch this, and the energy you kind of carry until November, at least for the beginning. So you have the hyena. This is kind of a goofy card, not in a bad way, but with the hyena card, I feel like you're a very fun and witty person. You're very on your feet and you're very on your toes. This is fire energy, so perhaps you have a lot of fire in your chart, or you have strong fire in your chart. I'm getting a lot of Sagittarius from y'all, so take that for what it is. But the hyena card is just someone who embodies hyena energy is just so fun. They're kind of sarcastic and they joke around a lot, but also they can kind of struggle with that because maybe you cope with joking on your problems, or maybe you know, just kind of make light of things in a humorous way to cope with it or deal with it. So take that for what it is. I did pull some oracles, but we will be pulling that later because, girl or boy, pulling oracles first was so confusing. I've been pulling tarot first, and it just is so much easier. So this is the Apparition Tarot, a Spirit Speak deck. I love Spirit Speak, but I chose this deck because Halloween, apparition, you know what I mean? Ghost, LOL. I was like, wow, that's just so fun and trendy and like cool. I would buy like a more Halloween themed deck off Amazon or something, but someone that's making this video is on a budget, so he should be very careful about where his money goes. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Let me not. What's going on in November for pile 3? What's going on in November for pile 3? What's going on in November for pile 3? We have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, ooh, Queen of Pentacles, oh my gosh, Four of Pentacles. I'm just pulling how many cards I pulled out for pile 1 and 2. Nine of Cups. I don't like to do reversals with this deck. 10 of Cups and the Star. Now, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Now, pile 3. I know you see all these queens. I'm flabbergasted right now. I'm taken aback. I don't, like, what do I say about this? Okay. First of all, with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel as though this deals with a mother. Maybe this is both you and your relationship with someone who embodies motherly energy. It could be a girl or a boy. It doesn't matter that it's a queen. But I do feel called to say that it's a motherly figure or a mother, because Queen of Pentacles is a very motherly and earthly energy. And it makes me wonder if this mother has restricted you. I say that because on the bottom of the deck, we had the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a very young card and someone who has ideas that they want to express but are too shy to. So maybe this doesn't even deal with a mother. Maybe this is you. But with so many queens, I do feel called to say that maybe it's another energy. Because the Hyena card is kind of a flexible card in my eyes. So this could very well all be you, but I do think that it's important to address the fact that it could deal with an external energy. But with the Star card, which by the way, you could have Aquarius in your chart, or maybe you could be dealing with someone who has Aquarius in their chart. But I do think that November is gonna be I do think that November is going to be an interesting month for you, because with the Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, you'll be getting your wishes fulfilled. Like, you'll be getting what you want. Like, the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, but sometimes it can also be asking for wishes. But with the Ten of Cups, I do think that's wish fulfillment, because we have 9 to 10 right here. It even came on order. Like, we can't make this up. Like, you saw me. But with the Four of Pentacles, I'm getting this scarcity mindset again. Pile 1 got Four of Pentacles too, by the way, so take that for what it is. I feel like you've been doing a lot of healing. And I feel like this is just kind of you moving on. I'm not sure what it is that you overcame, but I do get the feeling that you overcame something. Let's be very clear here. That may resonate for none of you, but I do feel called to say that I get the feeling that you overcame something. No matter how small or big it may be, it could deal with your mother. It could deal with family, because the Ten of Cups I do in Rider-Waite-Smith kind of deals with family. So maybe it deals with something with your family. Maybe it deals with money. I feel like the Four of Pentacles speaks more about your current energy rather than your energy in November. I feel like this is a call to something to work on Four of Pentacles is this not enough mindset, this scarcity mindset. So for November, if I were to give you any advice, it's to loosen your grip. I told this to pile 1 too, but it's important that you release that death grip, because with a death grip, nothing's coming in, but nothing's coming out. So it's a very stagnant and stuck energy, and it's definitely something to work on. And I am not seeing too many pentacles in this reading besides the Queen and the 4. So I feel like money is a completely separate issue from your emotional fulfillment. I think that money and emotions are kind of separated here, and something that's very much, you know, maybe deals with your mom. Maybe it's just like, it's exclusive to this motherly energy, but just think that it's very important to release this scarcity mindset as you move into November. You know, Scorpio season, we are in full swing Scorpio season right now, so very important to release that and kind of start working on it. I understand that it's very hard to just release something. When people be saying you need to release that, I'm like, you know, it's not that easy. So I do understand that, but do know that once you start working on that, so many good things are gonna come to you. With this 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups, just all the good things. But let's pull you some oracles. This Iris Oracle, Spirit Speak. We love that. We have Suppression of a Star Being by Hands Unworthy. The Heart Eater. Oh, okay, I see where this is going. And Repopulation. Okay, pile 3. This just kind of changed things. So, as we know, the Queens is a feminine energy. And feminine energy, to me, at its best, is abundant and, you know, creates, you know, brings into the world, very creative. So with the Repopulation card, I feel like you've been in the midst of repopulating yourself. I feel like you've been bringing things back and kind of turning things around for yourself. But with the Heart Eater and the Suppression of a Star Being by Hands Unworthy, perhaps a motherly figure, you know, could be man or woman, let's be clear, but perhaps a motherly figure is suppressing you or kind of making it difficult for you or being really hard on you, or maybe you're being very hard on yourself. The Heart Eater takes things out on herself. The Heart Eater, whenever a problem arises or something goes wrong, as opposed to taking it easy, it's not anyone else's heart they're eating. It's eating its own heart. It's destroying it because it's taking out all of its frustration on itself. And I just get the feeling that you really need to be nicer to yourself for November, and nicer to yourself right now. It should have begun a while ago, but you know, we're all human. So I think that it's very important to understand that it's important. I'm literally talking in circles right now because I feel like that's the energy you're in. I feel like it's so disorienting to talk to yourself or to learn about yourself or to, you know, speak about your problems. So just start very small and start just being softer and more nurturing to yourself. You know, with this Queen of Pentacles, go about it, and the Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, go about it in a very compassionate and feminine way, and just cater to yourself. And the Star card will just, you will be guided and you will get pointers as long as you start wanting to be better for yourself. The minute you decide that you want better for yourself and that you are doing the best that you can, all these amazing things are going to happen to you. 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups, that is tea. Like, literal wish fulfillment. Like, what do you mean? And yeah, let me just get an ice cream oracle for you. So I pulled these super cute ice cream oracle cards because I just love ice cream, and I think these are so cute. So green tea, work ethic, diligence, and meticulousness. Meticulousness. Say that 5 times fast. Just kidding, don't do that. But unless you want to. But with the green tea card, I do think that this speaks about your career. Maybe you want to do, okay, with the amount of feminine energy we have here in the star card, maybe you've been looking to start a new project, but you're very rigid on it and you're very scared that it's not going to work out. And every inconvenience that you seem to face, you take it out on yourself. So that's just for some of you, not all of you, but I do think that the collective message here is that it's important to stay consistent for the month of November and just kind of cater to yourself and be nicer to yourself. I keep saying that, like, be nicer to yourself. You know, remind yourself what you're grateful for, or qualities that you like about yourself, or qualities that you feel are, you know, exclusive and very special and beautiful. And before you go off tangent and be like what? Like, there is nothing good. There are good things about it. All of us. Don't even cap. So, pile 3, I just want to say that too. I think it's very important that you start respecting yourself and respecting others too, because maybe when you get a little too insecure, or whenever you start getting in a bad mindset, low battery notification, I'm so sorry. Maybe when you get in a bad mindset, you start joking on others for their insecurities and you start projecting that way. But very important to just be more respectful to yourself and others. Let's pull some Moonology for you, because I really feel like there's nothing else to say other than once you release or start unpacking this scarcity mindset and you start respecting yourself, like, I keep saying that. I don't even know how many times I said that. If I had $1 for every time I said that, I would. Anyways, once you start getting a move on with that, so many good things are gonna come to you, and all of your wishes will be fulfilled. I promise. I promise. So with the Moonology, we have a new start is coming. Oh my gosh, this card is so pretty. And adjustments are required. Yeah, something needs to change. And I think that something is your mindset. And once that mindset's worked on, that new start will come. I feel like you've been waiting for this new start. I feel like you've been waiting for something to come to you that's new and different, and very much an opening for you to start doing what you want to do. But I feel like unless you change your mindset and you start reworking that, it'll be so hard to notice this new start, because you'll be so caught up in your old ways. You can't, I'm getting this message of insanity. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results. You know what I mean? Like, we've all heard that, you know. We've all been to that part of social media. Don't even cap. But, and with the rose quartz, I feel like you just need to bring more compassion into your life and bring more love into your life. With how much cups we have here, we have 3 cups card, Queen, 9, and 10. I feel like you're a very emotional person, and it's important to embody that and take it from a standpoint of being empowered by your emotions. They're so beautiful. And once you start appreciating that about yourself, and once you start appreciating other things about yourself, and appreciating other people, just appreciation, love, and compassion, once those things are emphasized in your life, this new start will come at you full force, and it'll be everything you ever wanted. Pile 3, that is really all I can say to you. You're being divinely guided right now. I usually don't say that, but with the star card, I really do think that once you purge this negative mindset, the stars will align. The stars, no pun intended. The stars will align, and you will see a very clear path, and it'll be everything you wanted. Like, that's really all I can say for you, pile 3. That's all I'm going to say, so I stop rambling. Also because my cellular device is about to die. So thank you so much for watching Pile 3. I love you. I keep telling this to all the piles, but I'm so excited for November. All of the readings have been so good, and I just think that so many good things are gonna come to you in November as long as you start respecting yourself. So yeah, happy Halloween, by the way, and happy end of October, and happy Scorpio season. I'm so excited for November. I'm sure it'll go well, but thank you so much for watching Pile 3. I love you. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. So if you chose this really pretty jade stone, this is going to be a reading. I think out of all the stones, jade is the one I'm a lot less aware of, or I don't quite understand what it does. But what I do know is that it is a very healing stone. And whenever I think of jade, honestly, I just get this feeling of grounding and just kind of coming back down to earth with this super pretty green color. So that's what I'll tell you. So maybe you need some grounding, or you been in the midst of grounding yourself and healing. So yeah. Also, Pile 4, it is two things. It is later in the day, so if you hear noises in the back, I am so sorry. It just got windy out of nowhere. Just I don't know. In Pile 2, not Pile 2, oh my gosh, yo, I'm losing it. 2, that introduction was so awkward. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at starting things. We hate to see it. Let's just get into your reading. Let me not. So, you got the whale, and Pile 4. I feel like you're a really peaceful person. I feel like you're Zen AF, but I don't know, I'm in a weird mood right now. Anyways, so I feel like you're a very grounded person, and you very much look for stability. You have water here, so you could have strong water in your chart. But I also get some Taurus energy from this, because Tauruses are very grounded people, and I don't know, take that for what it is. That's just kind of an intuitive message. But I think that as of late, you've just been kind of delving deeper and just kind of wanting to learn and just kind of wanting to stabilize yourself and root down into your lifestyle. So let's just get some more context. We're pulling tarot first, because pulling oracles first kind of made everything really disorienting for me. So yeah, this is the Apparition Tarot by Spirit Speak. I picked this deck because apparition, ghosts, Halloween, because it is very much still October, even though it doesn't even feel like it. It feels like November already started, because everywhere I go, people be talking about November. People are like, oh yeah, it's October. I don't know. October was kind of a drag for me. I'm not even gonna cap with y'all. Everything went wrong. We hate that. So yeah, I don't like to riffle shuffle this deck because the cards are so big and so thick. And also this gilding, if you just breathe on it, you just touch it, you caress it, it'll just scratch up and dent. So we hate that. Anyways, what's going on in November for Pile 4? What's going on in November for Pile 4? I like to do everything in threes. So we have the 10 of Swords, the King of Cups, the High Priestess, ooh, we love that, the Knight of Cups, I'm not gonna lie, Pile 4, I'm kind of jealous, the Empress, Eight of Cups, and the Sun. Pile 4, if you was here, I would give you a hug. I would be like, girl. But anyways, on the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Aw, look how pretty this is. It's like mountains kissing. Like, wow. Wish I could relate, lol. Anyways. All right, Pile 4. The first thing that sticks out to me, and I'm sure the first thing that sticks out to you too, if you know of tarot, is the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. And the reason I say that is because 10 of Swords, I feel like what's prompted this whale energy from you is the amount of pain you've tolerated. Maybe you've been backstabbed or betrayed before by different people or different situations, and it prompted this Eight of Cups energy. Sorry if you can't see the bottom of these cards. They're just big AF. But I feel like you intuitively knew. I feel you're a very smart person, pile 4. I'm getting the feeling that you're a very intuitive person. This King of Cups, I do think that this King of Cups is you. I usually see like the kings, queens, pages, you know, as like other people, but I feel like the King of Cups is you. I feel like you've been, I just got choked up. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. But with the King of Cups, I feel like you've been working on your emotional maturity and you've been growing emotionally. And what prompted this was whatever pain you tolerated. With the Knight of Cups, maybe it deals with an external source. Maybe it deals with somebody else. Maybe it could be a friend, a family member. We had the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and I kind of always see families in that card in the Rider-Waite-Smith interpretations. But with the Sun card, it could just be a friend. It could really be, I was gonna say it could be a friend. I should have finished that sentence first, but it could really be anything. It could be anybody and anything. But whatever this betrayal or this really bad pain was, it prompted you to leave it behind and leave situations behind and just kind of better yourself. I think that for November, I just went way off tangent. I think that this pain that you've tolerated is what's gonna prompt November to be so fantastic. I feel like with November, you're going to be very much just all in your power with the Empress card. You could have Venus. Not Venus. You could have Taurus. Oh, I literally said Taurus in the beginning. Wow. You could have you could be dealing or have Taurus or Libra in your chart, and you could also have Leo. But I do think that in November, you're just gonna be all in your power, all this watery, beautiful, emotional power. I feel like your relationship with yourself is gonna be so magnetic. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. That's just a thought. But the High Priestess, I feel like these are things you know. I feel like this is confirmation. I'm getting this feeling of, I already know what's going on. Let's see what this person has to say. Let me be the judge. I feel like you very much are the judge right now. I feel like you already know the tea. With the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is kind of throwing me for a loophole because it is a very romantic card, but I also do think that you'll just be in a position to make offerings because you'll be so abundant. The Whale card is a very stable and reliable person. So with the Sun card, with these two little figures, maybe you very much care about other people. Obviously, you care about other people in your life, but these people, I feel like you'll be making offerings to. I feel like you'll be so abundant and you'll be providing in the month of November. I just feel like you'll just be just so abundant because you've clipped off so much of what doesn't serve you. And you've just left so much terrible stuff behind. And November will just be kind of this redemption arc where you kind of just get in your power. Okay, let's pull some oracles to provide some more context. We have this lovely oracle deck that's also by Spirit Speak. We have Gifts to the Portal, Volcano, and Party Leader. All right, pile 4. Things kind of changed a little bit because with the Gifts to the Portal, I feel like it creates this blockage. Not a bad one. I just think that you've been working so hard and you've been doing so much inner work and just confronting so many different things about yourself and situations and learning so much that it almost seems like the payoff doesn't seem to match the amount of work you've been doing. And with the Party Leader in the Volcano, Okay, with the party leader and volcano, I just got a very clear message. I feel like you feel like other people get way more credit than you. I feel like you feel like people are getting so much more than you and doing so much less. And with this volcano card, it's just kind of frustrating you. I feel like you want to be recognized more and appreciated more. I just thought of that one video where that woman just like sitting in her SUV. She's like Asian AF. Shout out to me. And they're just like, I just want to be appreciated. I feel like that's you to a degree, because with this whale energy, I don't think you're desperate for this attention, but I do think that it's something you deem as unfair. So kind of just goes back to that Libra energy that the Empress has. So maybe you just want to be recognized more and you want to get more recognition and you want people to notice you more, or you want to see more payoff. Maybe it's not even about other people. Maybe you just want to feel more satisfaction and see more payoff in your life for how much you've been doing. But let me be real with you, pile 4. In November, you will be getting said payoff. But right now, I think it's important to control yourself and kind of ease yourself and understand that you can't be so, you are very different and in a very good way. Let's be clear. You are like, you know, the needle in the haystack. So you can't expect to get the same credit as others when you are so much, not better than them, but just so much more in your own power. You're very much more authentic. So if you're so painfully yourself, you can't expect to get the same praise as other people, because other people aren't you. You aren't other people. And I think that's very important to understand here. And with the gifts to the portal, what you're getting in November is so much better and so much more suited for you. It's so much more personalized for you to satisfy you. It's not for anybody else but you. And that's what'll make it so fulfilling, because it'll feel so personal. And it's just important that you get that message across to yourself of this High Priestess card. But maybe you didn't even deal with any betrayal, but maybe it's just this feeling of you've been doing so much with so little payoff, and it's just kind of hurting you and making you feel betrayed and kind of backstabbed by the universe. But I am here to tell you that in November we'll spill the boiling hot tea. You will get exactly what you want in November, and that is a promise. So, okay. I pulled an ice cream oracle because I love this deck. It is so cute and pretty, and who doesn't love ice cream? If you don't like ice cream flavor-wise, you can at least appreciate it from an aesthetic point of view. So we have cherry vanilla, love, passion, relationships. Okay, pile 4. At first with this 9 of Cups, I thought it was like, could be relationships, but it could also be something else. But at this point, I'm very much convinced that it does deal with relationships and your love life. With November, it's important to understand that you're going to be very abundant. Empress card, girl, you're going to have it going on. And you'll very much be in a position to get and make offerings in November. Like love, passion, relationships, like it said what it said. But now their reading kind of shifts, because in order to get these said relationships and to get what you're looking for, it's important that you leave behind this bitter mindset in October and you don't bring this bitterness. I think you very much are aware of this, but the 8 of Cups, I just want to reinforce that and kind of reiterate it, that it's very important that you leave this bitter feeling and this feeling of unfairness or just this negative feeling. It really does boil down to that. It doesn't matter what the feeling is. All that needs to be said is that it's negative. But this feeling is very obsolete, and you very much pondered and ruminated over it already. So it's good to leave it in October, and then in November, November is gonna be it for you, pile 4. I'm saying, I'm kind of jealous of you, pile 4. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but good things are coming, pile 4, and it's important that I keep saying this to you, because I think this is the most important message in this entire reading, is that you're not trying to be like other people, so why expect the praise that other people get, you know? So we have some moonology oracles for you, because we love the moon in this chat, so pretty. So we have take time to breathe out, and nothing is yet set in stone. Pile 4, rest assured. Just for the rest of October, breathe. Just said what it said. Just kind of take some time to unwind. With the 10 of Swords, I'm sensing a lot of tension and a lot of tense energy. I forgot which chakra yellow is, but I'm seeing a lot of yellow here. You know, yellow. So, yellow. I'm not one to make y'all do some work on your own, but maybe Google which chakra that is, because I'm not educated enough about chakras to speak on it, but I do know that I see a lot of yellow here, and I feel really called to mention it. So take that for what it is. But for the rest of October, it's important that you kind of just unwind and rest, and then November, things will start to pick up because nothing is yet set in stone, you know? Not everything, right? Okay. Everything that is happening in October and has happened in October will not carry into November if you do not want it to. If you want to leave it behind in October, you can, and it will be. So you are very much in control over what you bring into November, and depending on how much you leave in October and how much space you create in your heart and mind, that will determine how much good things you get in November, if you know what I'm saying. So if you decide to leave a relationship in October, you will get a relationship in November. If you decide to leave, you know what I mean? How much you leave in October will determine how much you get in November. That's really the tea. And with this 10, oh my gosh, pile 4. I didn't do this for the other piles, but I grabbed the 10 of Cups from the bottom of the deck to, you know, like be like 10 of Cups. But now we also see the 9 of Cups. Now pile 4. I don't know if you know anything with the 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups, but that is fulfillment. Oh, low power mode. Low battery notification. I'm so sorry. Anyways, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, wishes coming true. So really what I'm getting here is make a wish in October, make room for it, and then November, watch it come to you with this 9 of Cups. Maybe you have to do a little bit extra work to get it, but honestly, pile 4, I really do think that this is so worth it. It's not worth explosioning over. I love saying that word. It's not a real word, but I love saying it. Volcano, it's so worth just releasing all of that pent-up resentment and anger and negative energy, and then just watch it all pay off. It's not worth exploding and just blowing up out of bitterness, because that'll just attract more bitterness and anger into your life, and you do not need that. But with this, we're going to go back to the jade crystal. I think it's important that you ground yourself, and that it's important that you bring yourself back to a breathing space, somewhere that's breathable. With the whale card, keep in mind that the whale, this is basic biology, so don't take this as me trying to be, if you didn't know, but with the whale card, obviously the whale is a mammal and it does need air. So it's important that you come up for air, you know? It's great that you've been diving deep and learning and looking into things and just kind of doing inner work, but you still need to come back up for some air, you know? The whale still needs air, and the whale still needs to take a break from the bottom of the ocean and come up, you know? You don't have to constantly submerge yourself in your emotions, maybe emotional turmoil or negative emotions, or just drown in them in order to get things done. Resting is just as important. Taking a breath out is just as important, and taking a breath in. So keep that in mind, pile 4. You don't have to be so laborious and just work yourself to the bone with your emotional life. Just take it easy, and purge what doesn't serve you. And then in November, things that do serve you will come in. Trust me when I say that. So yeah, pile 4, that's really all I have to say to you. I'm gonna stop before I start rambling, and ain't nobody got time for that. But thank you so much for watching pile 4. Happy Scorpio season, happy end of October, happy Halloween, happy November. I am excited for November. In fact, I'm kind of jealous of you because this whole love relationship Knight of Cups thing, oh, I can't. I'm so happy for you. But yeah, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.